Good morning, everybody. Zero Fossil Fuel from the road. I'm on my way to work this morning. I apologize for making this little newscast from the road with so much background noise, but this is one of the few places that Zero has any peace whatsoever. So I will take this opportunity and make this video now. Just want to update you on a few things that are going on here. Now, most of you have already learned, or many of you, I should say, who subscribe to my Zero Fossil Fuel newsletter that you can sign up for at alt-nrg.org. Those of you who sign up for that newsletter are already aware that I am putting together some construction plans to build a storage area over what is now presently a flat roof over my garage, so that I can take and convert the stick frame structure that's on the back of my property that looks like it may have been intended for a guest house into a full-time heated lab where I can continue my experiments uninterrupted and with a little bit of heat. That's a novelty. Heat. So anyway, if you want to take a look at that video, that's number 143 at YouTube. Also, during this hibernation, I've not been completely idle. Aside from my family responsibilities and the burden of the holidays and all that other nonsense, I have been working on some PWMs. I should have 15 more of the PWMs ready in the shopping cart within, I want to say, a week or two. So by the third week of February, there will be some PWMs ready for sale for those of you who've been waiting very patiently for those. I appreciate that. Starting Wednesday, February 11th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be broadcasting a regular weekly show now on Ustream.tv. That's the letter U, stream.tv / Zero Fossil Fuel. Actually, no, I'm sorry. / zero-labs, LABS. The link will be this way? Yeah. The link will be right over here for you to click and check out the Ustream show. And I hope you'll join me. It's going to be a question and answer session this go around because, again, I won't be out in the lab working, but some of the shows will be filmed in the lab, and I'll be showing you some of the building techniques that I use. We'll be doing Q&A, and I will also hopefully have a few guests on. Now, that's scheduled to be a regular weekly broadcast at 10 p.m. on Wednesdays, so that I can bring in the folks from the West Coast as well, which will be 7 p.m. for them, and they'll hopefully have had time to get home from work and have a little dinner and join us for the show. Okay, the last thing I want to talk to you about is a service called Twitter. Now, I'm not very up-to-date with all of the new social networking trends, but a friend of mine named Joel Comm recently, who's an internet marketing expert, recently introduced me to Twitter. And the only way I can describe Twitter is a mini blog that can automatically send blog entries to devices that users or that followers who use the Twitter service use. And by that I mean, if you go to the Twitter website, twitter.com, you can look up the person you're following and see his blog entries. The blog entries are only 140 characters each. So that's great for someone like me who really doesn't like to write all that much. And if there's any more information that you need to get from the blog entries, they will be included in URL links that are in the blog entries. But the blog entries can also be forwarded to your personal cell phone, to your browser as an RSS feed, and also to your computer desktop as like an IM. And there are dozens and dozens of applications that are written for iPhone, that are written for computers, etc., that can be installed, that users can use to be immediately updated as to what's going on with the person they're following. Now, those of you who subscribe to my newsletter know that I don't really like to write that much, and I haven't sent out a lot of newsletters, but the Twitter service is great because I'm going to be using it to remind followers of upcoming Ustream telecasts, and if I'm going to do an unscheduled telecast, I'll make a quick just send out a quick announcement about that. If there's something special going on in the lab that I think you should know about, I will let you know about those things. And I really hope you'll sign up for an account on Twitter and follow me there, because going forward, most of my announcements are not going to be made over the newsletter service. It's going to be over the Twitter service. It's very flexible. People can stay up to date very, very quickly and know immediately what's going on all the time, and I just love it. I was initially concerned about privacy and safety and things like that. Those concerns have been belayed, and I really like the service. So that's it for now. I'm at work. I've got to go, and hope you're all well, and I hope you will all keep an eye on what I'm doing, because I really think there's some good things coming. Zero Fossil Fuel signing out from the road.